as a holder for your flat iron, and you have burns all through the packaging. I will show you the other side, but it has my shipping address on here. But anyways, today's video comes courtesy of OxeyeGirl Mall. So this is over a lace front wig. It's 22 inches deep wave. Let me go ahead and get it out of the bag and show you what we're working with. You can already tell this is gonna be fire. So this is a lace wig, not to be confused with the 360 lace wig. I'm not going to be bleaching the knots today. I'm just going to play with her straight up. Super pretty, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it. You love these waves. If you like waves, you love these waves. But again, let me show you what the texture looks like so you don't forget. Hair. Okay, so sorry for the poor lighting. I have a super big white trash bag. I usually use the black ones, but we're out, so I'm using our expensive Simple Human trash bags to do this. Hubby is gonna be mad. But anyways, I used the Quick Blue. I like this one because it's extra strength, and it lightens up to 7 levels. So this is going to do the job and get the hair a little bit lighter quicker than the BW bleach. And then I combined it with the 40 volume developer. Unfortunately, I didn't realize until I was pouring that I didn't have enough, and literally the only other one I had was a 20, so I used the last of it. I usually like my bleach to be a little bit more soupy when it comes to making or dyeing hair. When I'm bleaching knots, I like it thicker than this, but when I am dyeing hair, I like it a little bit thinner. So there are some lumps in this, so I'm going to go ahead and whisk it up a little bit more. But I just wanted to show you the progress. I had a little bit more left in this bucket, so I just used the bucket instead of using the mixing bowls. It just is a easier situation. And I'm going to use this whole vial and pour it in here. I could probably use 2 of these, but I only have 1. And this is the, I'm so out of breath. This is the Ion Color Brilliance Absolute Perfection Booster, step 1. So this is supposed to boost the color and help to make the color really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the entire wig, and then I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like when it's done in 30 minutes. Okay, so forgive the quality, but I am filming with my iPhone. But I just wanted to show you guys a quick update of the hair. I went ahead and processed it for about 30 minutes. And then I washed it with the purple shampoo for toning. And then I went ahead and deep conditioned with my silicone mix. And since then it's been air drying on this canvas head, and this is the result. So I'm going to go ahead and dye it in navy blue, and then I'll be back to show you the results once it's slayed. And then this is the product I'm going to use. These are from Adore. I have 2 bottles. The color is 178 Royal Navy. I'm going to be mixing this with the conditioner. I'll show you that in just a moment, and then we'll be right back. Now, I have not found a way to get to navy blue, like a really, really vibrant navy blue, like so, without bleaching the hair first. So if you have suggestions, please leave them in the description box. But of course, I went ahead and I used my BW bleach, my 40 volume developer, and I went ahead and dyed the entire wig. From there, I let it air dry. I also deep conditioned it, and then I let the hair air dry overnight, maybe for like a day or 2. And then from there, I went ahead and added my Miss Adore dye. It's a beautiful navy blue. I used 2 bottles, and then I mixed it with conditioner just to make sure that the hair was super moisturized, since I did put so much strain on the hair by bleaching it. And then from there, I went ahead and let the dye stand for maybe like an hour or 2, because it's a semi-permanent, it's not a real dye. I believe those dyes don't have like pneumonia in it or bleach or anything. And then from there, I let this over dry overnight on that head back there. Okay, so I have done all the processing, and then I let it air dry on the wig head overnight. I didn't really comb it out, so excuse the frizz. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the lace. There is lace in the back, which is really cool. A comb in the back, adjustable straps in the back, 3 combs in the front. You get maybe about 4 inches of parting space. So I went ahead and added my elastic band. If you guys would like to see an update on how I add my elastic bands, let me know. I'm kind of trying to make it a little bit more detailed because sometimes when I do it, it makes sense to me, but it may not make sense to you guys. Now this wig fit like a glove. It fits my hairline absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the process of styling. I'm going to use my Paul Mitchell mousse. And this is going to help to get rid of the frizz, flyaways. It's going to help the parting, you know, get more defined and make everything up there just lay down and look neat and professional. Had to switch my wig around a little bit. Now, because I did go ahead and do a darker dye on the lace, I don't know how to necessarily not get the dye on the lace. So if you know someone who has a great tutorial on how to do that, please let me know. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my Bio Silk and I'm going to just put it on the hair. This is going to help me to do a nice, good silk press on the hair. I'm going to go ahead and brush it in because I'm going to do, like I said, a nice, good silk press on the hair, and I want the hair to really get really super bone straight. At this point, I've decided to go ahead and do the baby hair before I do the press. That way I don't have to move the hair around and manipulate it like so after it's perfectly pressed. This hair was not, I'm sorry, this wig is not really pre-plucked. So if you want to go in and pluck it yourself, you do have that option. The lace will look much better than mine. Mine looks blue because I got blue dye on it. But I'm going to go ahead and make it look amazing. I did decide to go ahead and use the yellow Got to Be Glued. I find that this one is not as popping as my black. You guys know, if you watch all of my tutorials, I've been using the black one for over a year and it has never failed me. So lately I've been trying to put down the black one and give the yellow one a try because I do know from experience that the yellow one will do a better job at, I guess, holding your hair down. It holds the baby hairs in place better. It also secures the hairline a little bit better and gives, like I said, a stronger hold. The downside of this one is that it is a little bit cakey. So I do find myself having to like go back in because once it dries, it kind of dries a little bit too sticky and nasty and it kind of gives a little bit of residue. We've been doing good because the last few tutorials I used it, but this one it just was like, it was not working. It was just like super sticky and I don't know what, you know, the deal with this thing is, but I have a love-hate relationship with this gel. So you guys have seen me do this a million times, so I did the opposite side off camera. Go ahead and thin out your sideburns much more. I'm going to do that later because they're not going to show today in this look. I'm just kind of prepping them. So I also did the first half of the hair off camera just to save time. And I'm going to do this side. I'm kind of going to speed through the back and then show the front or the top. But I just like to do the chase method, I guess. I'm not sure if it has a specific name, but that's just what I call it. Whether you're straightening your natural hair or you're straightening your extensions, I always find that this method works the best. Using a rat tail comb, you just kind of sort of guide the flat iron by basically chasing the rat tail comb. Very simple and explanatory. Make sure that the hair is smooth out and straightened. It also helps if you go ahead and add a serum to your hair. Again, I did add the BioSilk before I started this process, and this kind of helps to get rid of any kind of frizz. No matter how good the hair is, you just want to make sure that the press is going to lock in. Like that heat is really going to get in there, and these are kind of the things that help me. Obviously, the hair should be clean. Also, a good blow dry is a great way to get a really good press. In this case, this hair didn't need to be blow dried. I air dried it, and I didn't even like detangle it straight beforehand, and it's still pressed super easy. You guys can see one heat pass and it is perfect. And this hair is, again, naturally wavy hair, so it did a beautiful job. You can see with the hair that through the front it's the perfect navy blue. In the back I could have used a little bit more. I used 1.5 of those bottles of that navy blue dye, and I should have just went ahead and used that last bottle. Also, I did have to go ahead and redo the baby hair with my black Got to Be Glued. You can see how flat this wig lays. It's super beautiful. And yeah, we're going to redo that baby hair with the black Got to Be Glued after I went ahead and beat my face. Y'all, I hate coming on camera without my face done. Like if I'm doing a vlog, you guys never see me with makeup. But if I'm doing your tutorials, that face gotta be beat, honey. But anyways, yeah, so let me know your tips and tricks on how to go ahead and get your hair navy blue perfectly. I do find that when I bleach hair or dye hair on a mannequin head, I get a more flawless finish. So I'm absolutely in love with this wig. This wig did take the dye very well. It also did take the bleach very well. I decided to straighten it because I really wanted you guys to be able to see the color, and I find that when I do wet styles on dyed hair, you really can't see the depth of the color a lot of the time, especially with darker hair. The wig itself took the dye very well. Afterwards, the hair, like when I took out the mannequin head, it was super it was still super wavy, so it didn't really strip the texture away, which I loved. But of course I did go ahead and like brush it out and straighten it out, and it was an easy process. I did receive a little bit of shedding after bleaching the hair, which is very normal. Whenever you bleach your hair with like a strong bleach and a high volume developer, you'll always find that you'll get a little bit of what do you call it, shedding. I've heard of Olaplex, and I'm definitely interested in trying it. I see that Sephora has it now, so I'm going to try that in the next few times that I bleach hair to see if that will cut down some of the shedding. But once the hair dries and you go ahead and style it, you're not going to get like crazy shedding every 2 seconds. It's not like the hair is falling out. It's just through the processing of bleaching, and when you kind of comb it out, you'll find just a little bit more than normal. Other than that, the process was amazing. I have been trying to use the Got To Be Glue White and give this a shot because I absolutely love the way this adheres the wig to your scalp. But today I found that it got super duper cakey, so I had to go in with the black one, which I don't even know what I did with it. Oh, it's here. So I had to go back to my old favorite for the black one, and it reminded me why I like this one more. Other than that, I just went through my normal routine with powder and all that. You guys seen it in the tutorial. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my Instagram and follow me there. I will have some more vibrant pictures of this hair tomorrow when I hit the natural daylight, and you'll be able to see the hair even better. You can kind of get a good view of what the hair looks like, but I'll definitely show you guys some really cool pictures because I'm going to keep this hair installed for a few days. Thank you, OxeyeGirl, for sending this hair over. As always, I have a link to the wig in the description bars. I'll also have a list of the items that I used throughout this process of slaying and installing this wig. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.